Hi everyone, Lucille here from Backyard Providence, where God provides, even in your own backyard. Well, I am in my backyard right now, and it's a bit nippy. It's minus 12, that's in Celsius, so that's about 10 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's cold, it's not fun, people around are getting the cold, the bug, the flu, so vitamin C is really good right now. And since I'm not in an area where citrus fruit grow naturally, I'm in Eastern Ontario, in Canada, well, our second best bet is something called sumac. Not poison sumac, but Staghorn Sumac. So I'll show you what it looks like in winter. This right here is what we're looking at. Okay, and we're gonna say, when in the world, like, are we to eat that? No. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take that, well, not that one actually. Last year I was able to dry them. These during the winter are really dry. There's nothing much left to them. It's not that good. But I was able to harvest some during the summer, at the end of the summer, where they're really, really red. This is called a drupe, and in summer, when it's completely red, it's full of acid, so like ascorbic acid. So it's something that's very, very good for the body, and you can make a sumac-aid with it. And since I do have some that I've dried, I can use that and make a beautiful, healthy sumac-aid with it that we'll be doing right now. It'll need to steep for about 24 hours just to make sure that we get all of that beautiful flavor out in our water. And we'll be going inside to heat up and to make sumac-aid. See you in a bit. We are back in the kitchen. It's a little bit warmer, a lot better. So this is Staghorn Sumac. It's actually the seeds, those little drupes. Last summer I just dried them and just took them out of the drupe, and they're red, they're healthy, and they have been dried. So the idea is to just let them soak. Some people will heat them up, boil them. You will get a lot more color, but it will destroy some of the good stuff that we do want. The ascorbic acid, the minerals, everything that's good, we want it. It's winter. We need to be healthy, okay? So I will be just taking a clean glass jar, and this is actually half cup, so I will start with half cup and put another one. So I'm putting actually 1 full cup of this. Now, this is tap water. My water is from my well, so there's no chlorine in it. It's just pure water. If you are in the city and you have chlorine, maybe it would be best if you would put bottled water in it, or just purified water, filtered water. So we'll just fill this up. Now, what makes that lovely taste is the acids in it. It's very, very sour. It's something that, it's very tart. That's the thing. And the acids on top, the more that your drupe is red, the more you will have acid. So when you pick it, if you pick right after a rain, some of the acids will have leached out, will have just rinsed out. So you need to wait a few days so that it really gets dry and the acids will reform. So Doesn't look like much right now. I'll shake it. I didn't bring any utensils, of course not. Yes, I do, right there. I will stir this and I will just let it steep. Room temperature up till tomorrow. So a good 24 hour. And tomorrow we will filter this and we will add a little bit of sweetness to it. Natural sweetness. I do like to use honey or maple syrup, but my go-to is honey because there's a lot of medicinal properties in the honey also. So this will steep for tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow. We are back to our concoction. So this is ready to filter. And when you smell it, it smells a little bit like a mixture of wild raspberries and wild strawberries all mixed together. It's fruity. So funny because it looks more like a flower than a fruit. But it smells awesome. So we will be filtering this today. Oops, sorry, forgot my pot. Very important to filter it very, very well. So I'm using one of those little filters for tea. There's all sorts of little hairs on each little seed. And we want to make sure that we don't have any in our juice, because that could kind of stick to our throat and not good. So we'll just filter this. I'll just make sure that I've really stirred it well, and we will filter. Look at the beautiful color. Oh, amazing. This will be for my dinner tonight. There you go. I'll see if I can kind of squeeze the juices out of it. Is there a little bit more left? Maybe there is. Here we go. Now this is very, very sour. It's a little bit like lemonade. You need the sweetness in there. So I will be adding a little bit of honey. For something like this, for me, honey is the best. And the reason is honey has so much medicinal use. It's so good for you compared to the sugar that you get at the store, which is refined sugar. There you go. That's pretty much, I think, what I will take out of this. What I will do is, I think that there's still some good juices in there. I will re-put it all in my pot, re-put water, and see if I can get a little bit more juice out of it. So now that we have our, I'll just rinse this out for a second. And I will be putting a little bit of honey. So this is just honey. You'd say, why don't I have it in a honey pot? Well, I buy it like in 30 pounds pails. So a little bit heavy to put on my table. So I'll be putting a little bit of honey. Really, this is to taste how sweet you want it, how sweet you like it. Just, you know, give it a go. That. I think I will put a little bit more because this is quite tart. And it's not something that I would have every day. When you feel a cold coming, that's where you want it. I don't feel a cold coming right now, but I do work a lot with elderly people, and I really want to make sure that my immune is like way up there. So we'll smell it. Yeah, I think it's getting there. So we will see How'd this go? A lot of the honey just went on my knife. But hey, it happens. There you go. Look at that. Look at the color. Isn't it lovely? So, one more thing that we can do, and that will play a little bit with the pH, is put lemon juice. If I would have been close to the store and I would have been able to go and get some, like, just the lemons themselves and just squeeze a little bit of the juice, would have been better. But I'm about 15 minutes from the store and it's minus gazillion outside, okay? So it's about minus 15, I think. So we will just pour 1 teaspoon of our lemon juice in one and see the difference. Makes it a little bit more cloudy, but still, we will see how it acts on the flavor. Definitely. This one, though, as soon as we added the lemon juice, it acts a little bit on the pH. It acts a little bit on the flavoring. And it's one of the things that we use when we make jellies, when we make jams and stuff like that. And this plays with the pH and it changes a little bit, but it enhances the flavors. So this one, the flavor, it's just like it's a burst of flavor that came out. This one is good, but this one is better. So that's it. That's my little juice for today. Staghorn lemonade, not lemonade, sumac-aid, we can say sumac-aid, because it's a juice. There's no, well, the only lemon in it is a little bit of the juice that we add. Something good for you. This is January 2025. This is Canada. It's cold. This is going to be awesome on my table tonight. So have yourself a wonderful day. Be healthy. And God bless.